Hello everyone. I am so glad you're joining me for this bonus video. I hope you have been enjoying the Feel Young, Live Long Summit. I am so happy to be a part of this because it is my superpower to help you feel good now. Thinking of yourself as a whole person, heart, mind, body, spirit, using all of your treasures, heart, mind, body, your three treasures to get more happiness, self-regulation, and to just feel better about your own life, no matter what is going on. So of course that means that things are going to be different from day to day. But at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, at the middle of the day, this is always true. You are always enough. You always have been, you always will be, you are equal to the moment. So one of my biggest tips and what I talked about during this summit was this idea of three different little rituals that you can do every single day to make your life feel more precious, to be more intentional so that your attention follows, and to check in enough with yourself to know how things are really going. So one of the downsides of technology age is that we have scattered energy. And with scattered energy, we don't check in with what's really going on. And all of a sudden, something happens. And it's like, well, actually, it isn't all of a sudden. It's been building for a while. So basically, this is the technique. And it's so obvious and simple, you're wondering, why didn't I do this before? You buy a journal. So this one speaks to me, a journal with blank pages, just because I like the picture of all the people doing yoga on the front, and that's something I do. So a journal that has a cover that speaks to you. But to be honest, you can do it on a plain old red notebook if that's what you've got. But making it something special adds more value to it. So this is the journal I have. And in this journal, I use it for a couple of different things. Sometimes I just like to write a poem about the day. So I'll write just something small about what's going on. You never have to read this stuff again, okay? So my poetry journal by day, this was in July, hot, dry summer, sunny, bright, long days, Pippa on a cool morning walk. So that was it. Let me see if you can see that. There's not much to it, but I like having that. I write poetry, so that's what's there. Okay. I wrote this in big Sharpie just so you'd see it. This is really the basic ritual technique that I would love for you to adopt. And because it takes approximately a minute or 2 minutes, and all it requires is your journal and a pen or a pencil, this is something that can easily be done when you're having your morning coffee or tea, but we want to have a ritual attached to something that already happens. So that's how habits get bundled together. They piggyback on each other. I'm always having my coffee in the morning when I'm setting myself up for the day, and so this is a good time to do this journaling exercise. And this is what's going to help you self-regulate. So basically it starts with the date. Today, I want to feel, whatever you want to say. So now today I want to feel happy. Today I want to feel rested. Today I want to feel present. Today I want to feel active. Today I want to feel like I have no worries. Whatever it is, there's no judging. You're asking this of yourself with an open heart. Today I want to feel, fill in the blank. And then you, because you're the only one who's going to see this. In my heart, this is how I want to feel in my heart, in my mind, and in my body. So you may say, today I want to feel fulfilled in my heart. Feeling that fulfillment comes from feeling that what I do matters. Okay? In my mind, I want to feel clear. I don't want to be troubled by unhelpful thoughts. Okay? In my body, I want to feel active. Okay, so this is how I want to feel. So this is what I will do. So we're going from our intention to our action. Okay, if I want to feel in my heart fulfillment, then I will pay attention to what I'm doing that makes me happy. It can be that obvious. If you don't know an answer right away, leave it blank. I want to feel in my mind that I'm dismissing negative thoughts. I want to feel that I'm not judging anybody, whatever. Okay, in my body, I want to feel active, so I am going to go to my gym. I'm going to ride a bike, I'm going to whatever. So we went from this 30 seconds. I want to feel da-da-da in my heart, mind, body. So I will do da-da-da for my heart, mind, body. That's it. That's the first part. The second part is 3 things I'm grateful for. It can be anything. One time Oprah said she was grateful that she had eyebrows. Okay? I'm talking anything. Okay? And that's a person who burned all her hair off with some hair dye sometime. Okay? So 3 things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that my dog is doing well after the dental surgery. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that my faith guides me. Whatever. I'm grateful that I have a cappuccino. It doesn't matter. The smaller the better, actually. Why? Because that means we're really paying attention. I'm grateful that I won the lottery. Well, that may never be one of the things that you get in there, right? So we're looking at what we do have, which is actually the source of gratitude, okay? And then the third thing, fun of all, recess. Just for fun, I will. Just for fun, okay? So just for fun for me today, I am walking outside in bare feet to water my plants. So my feet are on the grass, that feels good to me. Just for fun, that's what I'm doing. So what does this super simple, non-technology related exercise have to do with you self-regulating? Well, we're using our hand, which is connected to our heart through the meridian lines, to write things down. We may be very disconnected from writing things down. 2, because it's a special book and it's something that I will treasure whether I read it again or not. I will date the pages though, in case I do want to look back at them. It sets my intention. It tells me where I want to go. That's super valuable because then my attention makes sense. If I say my intention is to clean the house today and I find myself outside doing anything but cleaning the house, I might remember I got to go back in and clean the house. That's going to make me feel good. I'm doing the things that I intended to do. And that brings more fulfillment to the heart. Okay? So your heart, your mind, your body, your 3 treasures. The path to happiness comes from balancing your 3 treasures. Okay? And so balance doesn't mean 50-50. Balance just means one doesn't always take over all the other ones. Okay? And then noticing what you're grateful for, those 3 little things or big things, add more if you want, but I'm talking 3, helps train the brain to scan the environment for what is good. Our brains worked so well for our ancient ancestors, thank you God, their brains scan the environment for potential threats, which is why we, even today, are scanning the environment for something bad to happen. And that really doesn't work well for us. That just adds more adrenaline and cortisol, those stress hormones to the system. Those stress hormones make us want to eat junk food, retain belly fat, not sleep well at night, etc. So we want to start retraining the brain to look for the good. And if you know you're going to write down 3 good things that you're grateful for every day, you are going to start looking for them. And even on your baddest, worstest, everest day, like Oprah, I'm grateful I got eyebrows. Okay? So that's what that does for you. So don't underestimate the power of simplicity here. And the third thing, just for fun, because I want to feel like a kid again, just for fun, I'm going to walk in the rain, walk in my bare feet, scream into the pillow, whatever it is, get an ice cream cone. Whatever that is, because I wrote it down, I have an agenda item. Because it matters to me, I only am writing down the stuff that matters to me. Because I'm going to commit to doing it, I feel like I am in a really nice dance with the abundant universe. The universe is abundant, and so are you. the universe will provide, but not if you don't make the contract. And this is this writing stuff down is kind of like making a contract with yourself and the abundant universe. We can't control other people. We can't control the weather. We can't control if something bad happens necessarily, but we can control our intention. We can control where we put our attention. We can control one simple sheet in 3 parts and see what happens. So creating a ritual around this, and because we put it in a nice book that we like, maybe we even get a nice pen that we use just for this, adds a certain level of sophistication and specialness to this ritual. And this ritual is going to get paired with something you already do every day, drinking coffee in the morning, drinking your tea, getting ready for the day, saying your prayers, whatever it is that's already happening, we're going to add this to it because this takes very little time. Now, is it possible that some days you say, I feel the same thing I want to feel yesterday. I want to feel this today. There's nothing wrong with that. Write it down. Because just the act of doing this sets your mind up for following through on your actions. Okay? So that's the first part. I wanted to go through this in a little bit more detail than what we saw at the virtual summit. And the next part is the really yummy part. So I'm going to encourage you to lay down if you like. At least sit back in a chair where you're super comfortable, and we're going to have a guided meditation. And I'm going to guide you through this self-care, self-regulation, heart, mind, body awareness meditation. And we're just going to see what happens by the end of it. So getting comfortable wherever you are, lying down, sitting up, relaxing, no distractions, nothing in your hands. And then just start breathing in deeply in through your nose. Fill yourself up. When you get to the top of the breath, take a pause and then exhale down. Take a pause at the bottom and then go back up. So you're breathing in deeply as slowly as you can. Pausing at the top of the skinny breath and pausing at the bottom of the skinny breath. And if you're not practiced in this kind of breathing, this intentional breath, quite so slowly, maybe your breath is taking maybe you're not able to extend your breath quite as long right now. Doesn't matter. It's however it works for you. Breathing in deeply, in and out through the nose. It's a 3-part breath. Belly, ribs, chest. Chest, ribs, belly. We could say kidneys, ribs, shoulder blades, ribs, kidneys. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Relax your eyeballs in their sockets. Relax the lower lashes away from the upper lashes. Relax the space between your eyebrows. The space between your upper jaw and your bottom jaw, let it be relaxed. And relax the space around your muscle, your heart muscle. Not your energy heart, your heart that pumps the blood. Relax that sac, that pericardium. Relax all of that. And let your heart be soft. Notice if there's anything in your physical body as you're relaxing that maybe is talking to you. So maybe you do a body scan from your toes all the way up your legs to your hips, to your torso, to your neck, to your head, your ears, the front and back of your head. Maybe just notice if there's anything in there that says pay attention. Well, just notice it. No judging. Returning to the breath, in and out through the nose, telling your body we are relaxing. Rest and digest. Calm healing. Healing negative thoughts, frustrations. Heal the body, heal the heart through the breath. Now picture yourself coming to a beautiful trailhead. You're on vacation, you're relaxed. You're by yourself for this nature hike, nature walk. You have no fears. You have no worries that you might have an accident or trip. You're feeling strong in your body, well rested, aware of all your senses. And at the big trailhead, the space to access the trail is wide. There could be a lot of people here, but for whatever reason, it's you. It's just you on this beautiful day, not too cold, not too hot. The temperature is just right. And as you inhale and exhale, the air of the trees, you notice that you are in harmony with your environment. You are breathing in the air of the trees, and the trees are breathing in your carbon dioxide and recycling it, transforming it for the good. You are in exchange with your environment, in harmony. You can smell the earth, that earthy smell of new life. You're feeling grounded to this forest floor. As you continue walking, you're hearing sounds, rustling in the trees. You're seeing wildlife, birds, rabbits, and you're enjoying. Your heart is at rest. Your mind is just relaxed and wide open to the experience. And you're feeling 100% at ease. You're feeling very whole. And you continue walking and noticing the sights, the sounds, the smell, how it feels. The wind comes along every once in a while and gives you a little caress. You're just feeling great. And as you walk, you continue to notice that the path is getting narrower and narrower. You still haven't seen other people. You're in touch with animal life, wildlife. You notice big, huge grandma, grandpa trees that have fallen, and somehow, as they lay in the forest floor, new growth sprouts around them, on them. Miracle. You're in awe of it. You continue walking, and you come to an even narrower path. You come to a clearing at the end of this narrow path. There's nobody there. But here, it's almost like a huge circle. So you know other people have gotten to this place before. You can feel the sun on the crown of your head. And you decide to take a moment to just be in awe and wonderment at what's around you. It is amazing. It is grounding. You feel connected to everything around you, and you are at peace. You take a seat, and then you notice there are rocks on the ground all around you. And as you look at these rocks, you start turning them over. And one of the stones, you can pick it up in your hand. It's maybe 5 pounds. It's kind of heavy. And scrawled on that stone, it says, "This was your past." This was your past. So you wonder, who wrote that? Why is that here? What does this mean? You think about it for a moment. You arrive at some conclusion about that or not, and you put it down. You continue to breathe, and you're wondering, of course, curious as you are there other words on other rocks? And you turn over another rock, and it says, "This is your future." And you're like, well, what is it? What is my future? What does my future even look like? Is it going to be good? What should I look out for? This is my future. Well, who knows what my future is? You're wondering. You pick up another rock, and it says, "This is your power. This is the present. This is your gift." So with that, you start thinking, I like my present. I like the power that can only live in one place, the present moment. I like the fact that I don't have to jump to the future now. That's too much stress. I like the fact that I don't have to go back to the past because that's too much stress. I can learn from the past. I can learn from my teachers, my guides, my wayfinders, my earth angels, my experiences from the past. I can learn from them, but I can only do something about anything that I've learned in the present, because it will never undo the past, and I can't create the future now. I can only do now, at this moment. So freeing yourself up from what's behind you, learning, but freeing. Freeing yourself up from what may come ahead of you. The future may or may not be waiting for you. Nobody has a promise. But finding yourself firmly rooted with the trees at the moment, in the present. We're like trees. We like to hang with our friends. We hold hands. The trees like to be with other trees. Yes, this is true. And they like to hold hands. They interlock their roots with each other. So you are feeling complete, curious, open in your heart and mind, vital in your body, using your 3 treasures to absorb the moment, love the moment, live the moment, having been informed by the past and its lessons and its teachers. knowing there may be a future, but that's not for now. Now is for now. And when you live in the present moment, in your heart, mind, and body, that starts setting the stage for the kind of future that could happen, but we just don't know. We won't know until the future becomes now. There's one more stone. It's much smaller than the other stones. There's only one word on the last stone at this clearing in the middle of this forest, and you pick it up, and it fits in the palm of your hand, and you read the word, and it's like a miracle word for you. And you put that stone in your pocket. You lock that message in your heart, your emotional heart. You repeat that word in your mind as you carry this hike in nature's bounty back to the trailhead from the very narrow path to the wider path, until you come out into full sun where you started. So continue to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Just relax in this moment of awareness. Relaxed, but alert, revitalized, feeling grounded physically to the abundant universe, grounded spiritually, emotionally, to God, to the people around you. Grounded to what you believe is true, that you hold in your mind. Feeling whole. Feeling well. Feeling centered. Feeling enlivened and lifted. And just let it wash over you. Let it be enough, just like you. You are always enough. You always were. You always will be. You are equal to the moment. So take your time coming out of this meditation. Relax longer if you like, enjoying the good feelings that have come from relaxing the body, opening the heart, resting the mind, and traveling. I hope this was good for you. I hope that these tips that I've given you about the 3 ways to create a ritual of self-care, self-awareness will help make your life feel more precious, will help you balance your 3 treasures, heart, mind, body. I hope this meditation was good for you. Feel free to get in touch with me on my website, www.karenostromsky.com. Feel free to book a call with me. I'm not a salesperson, gotta tell you. And share with me what you're learning about yourself and what's helpful or what's not helpful. And I hope to see you again. Thank you so much for being here.